All right. Everyone come have a seat. Let's settle in. And I always like to tell you a story, so I'm going to tell you a story. So a year ago, my mother was in town and she had fallen and had some surgery on her thigh, her thigh bone, her femur. And she ended up going to rehab, and she's all better now. She came back this past week, and somebody in my family who's a nurse went up to her and said, "I'm surprised you don't have a limp. Like, you should have a limp." But my mother wasn't told she was supposed to have a limp. And so she's walking just fine. The power of words, the power of our minds, the power of suggestion can limit us terribly. And we want to look in our lives where we say, "I can't," or "I won't," or "no." And we want to be a little bit more open to life, open to possibilities, open to our edge of what we think we can do. They call it thinking outside the box. That was such a wonderful lesson for me because my mother didn't know she was supposed to have a limp, and she's doing just fine. So sit up nice and tall, lift the sides of your body long, roll your shoulder blades down your back. Take a big inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth, just a cleansing breath as you release your shoulders down your back, sitting up tall, engaging your belly, and close your eyes. As you notice your breath coming in through your nose and out through your nose, can you keep a nice long spine? Maybe you want to tip the top of your pelvis back and lean back just a little bit. Release any tension in your hips. And start to deepen your breath. As you inhale through your nose, you say yes. We're going to say yes to life. And as you exhale through your nose, you're going to set your intention to look at where you limit yourself. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. You feel a little bit of peace in your body. Take one more breath. And then slowly open your eyes. Inhale, circle your arms up and start to reach and reach and reach and reach and get lots of side bodies long. Start to open up your shoulders a bit and reach, keeping your arms, your elbows pretty high, and reach and reach and reach. And extend both arms long with your shoulder blades down your back. Make sure you feel those shoulder blades down your back. And then you take your right hand to the earth and reach over to the right. I like to start this way. And then come back through center with your left elbow behind you. And exhale to the right. And inhale back behind you. Make sure you find that edge, keeping the groundedness. That's the boundary. So you keep your left sit bone grounded. And you reach, lengthening the left side of your body. You inhale and exhale through your nose, calming your nervous system. That's the power you have. And then looking inside. And remember my mother. You're supposed to have a limp, right? All the way over. One more back, the left, and all the way over. Come back through center, sitting up tall, and notice the liberation in the left side of your body. Keeping your shoulder blades belted. Take your left hand to the earth, and now reach to the left. Good. Find that extension with your right hip grounded. That's, again, the boundary, the groundedness. And come back through center. So we have to have boundaries, obviously, I hope. So you keep your hip bones, your sit bones rounded. And then from there, you can lengthen and find your edge. Inhale and exhale, get that opening and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale. All right, let's take one more and exhale. Oh yeah, and all. And then circle your arms all the way up, nice and long, shoulder blades down your back, and find your twist over your right shoulder. Oh yeah, stay tall in your spine, make sure you're not sitting back, you're on your sit bones. Inhale back to center, and then twist the other way. And all the way to your left. Oh yeah, nice and centered. Inhale and exhale, nice twist, and inhale and exhale. Oh, yeah. And come back to center. We got much to do. All right, make your way to table pose, hands and knees. And this is where we get our weight into our fingertips and the base of your fingers, soften your heart, lifting your belly. And then make your way into cat and cow. Exhale, inhale. Again, it's the breath that leads the way. It's in the breath, what we calm our nervous system, that we can see where we say, no to life, where we find our limits. I'm supposed to have a limit, right? I didn't know I could do it, right? Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale, keeping that engagement in your core. Take some big hip circles. Just circle your hips. Oh, yeah. First one way, and then the other. Commit yourself to this practice, coming to your mat at least 3 times a week. At least, yeah. And back through center. Extend your right leg out to the right. Pivot your right toes out to the right. Keep your right thigh bone back. And we're going to get deep into our hips here. And inhale back. And circle your arms up and come back. Can you keep a nice long spine? Inhale. So you're going to want to lean forward. See if you can avoid that. Keep your right thigh bone pressing back, right? Into your hip. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. We're just on the right side. Take a few more. Inhale. Find that edge. That's where we want to be. Where we want to find where anything more would be really too much. Let's take one more. And simply extend your right leg in front of you, flexing your front right ankle. You can always take your hands to blocks, but I want you to really feel the whole back side of your right leg, getting a nice stretch here. Release your head and your heart, your chest towards your thigh bone, and find your breath. Good. Then step into your right foot and circle your arms up. And all the way back. And all the way up. Oh, yeah. Past an old habit, always being conscious. You are that courageous woman, right? Consciousness is feminine, it's the goddess, right? That's us. Inhale. And exhale all the way back, getting a nice stretch in the back of your right hamstring. Just take an extra breath or two here. Yes. Then stepping into your right foot, take your left hand to the earth and find a deep twist here. Yeah, lean back, get it real open. Exhale your right hand to the earth and soften your elbows. So somebody who came to one of our classes, saw us do this, and this movement intimidated her so much that she quit. That's not what we're going to do, right? Yes, we can. We find what part of it we can do, and then we open it up. What piece of it can we do? That's saying yes. Exhale. Inhale. Ah, take two more. Exhale. Find that edge in your hips. Inhale. We're going to take that last one. Right here. Then you're going to come all the way up and you're going to grab one of your bands in front of you. And you're going to take your band in front of you. Right? Your left arm is going to stay long and you're going to pull your right elbow back and come forward. Make sure you have plenty of resistance back and forward. So you're getting into your transverse abdominals also, but this is like a row for your upper back. So you're going to keep your right elbow back. Exhale. Exhale. Good. So I'm kind of keeping my gaze forward. I'm absolutely keeping my gaze forward. And you're going to find the resistance your best effort. Right? Exhale. Exhale. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And release. Make your way back to table. Maybe take some hip circles, just see where you're at. Right, get into your breath. And make your way into down dog. So you're going to curl your toes under, lift your belly, lift your hips. Take your bum back and start to roll your sit bones up to the sky and walk your dog. Good. Yeah. And then back to table pose, hands and knees. You're going to take your left foot out to the left. And you're going to spin your left toes out to the left. And you're going to come all the way up. So we have our band nearby. Left ribs forward and get deep into your hips. And come back. So the left thigh bone is back, but your left waist is forward. I want you to take your elbows and see if you can kind of squeeze them toward each other and then open up your heart. Exhale. It's like we can't see. And then inhale. Oh, yes, there it is. Exhale. Keep your left thigh bone back. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Oh my God. Yeah, it feels so good. Take a few more here. Keep your elbows high. Keep the effort even, right? And extend your arms up. And extend your left leg forward. So I'm going to turn around so you can see me. Flexing your front left ankle. Flex it. Imagine you're trying to pull your left hip back, but it's stuck and you're getting a big stretch as you soften your chest towards your thigh bone. Oh, and breathe into that. Good. Stepping into your left foot, circle your arms up. Good. And all the way back. And inhale up. Oh, yeah. And exhale back. And inhale up. Oh, yeah. Exhale back. Find that edge. Remember, we're in charge of our limits. Take one more back. One more forward. Then stepping into your left foot, take your right hand to the earth. So your left shin is perpendicular to the earth. And you're going to open it up as a twist, rolling your right waist, the left knee back, inhale. Exhale, take your left hand to the earth and soften your elbows. Inhale all the way up. Exhale and soften. Take a few more fearless ladies. Not going to be intimidated because you know that you can do the part that you can do. Inhale. Exhale. Then take your hands to the front of the mat. Lift up your back right knee, lifting and lowering your hips. Good. And you're going to simply step your right foot forward beside your left, coming into a lovely forward fold. Yeah. Inhale, look halfway up, reach your heart forward. Exhale and fold forward over long legs. Make sure there's a little softness in your knees. Inhale, look halfway forward, keeping your hips back. Exhale, fold forward. Oh, yeah. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Grab your left wrist and lift. Exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. Grab your right wrist and lift. Exhale to the left. Oh, yeah. Inhale back to center and release. Roll your shoulders. Take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, lift your heart, and get one more forward fold here before we start getting into things here. Getting a nice stretch in your low back and in your shoulders. Belly back. Take a few breaths here, releasing your head and your neck. Ah, good. Then press your feet down and come all the way up and grab your band. So, for the first one, you're going to take the band over your head and you're going to have a nice wide stance. So, your knees track over your second toe, but I don't want your knees going past your ankles. Okay, so you might have to adjust your stance. Good. Knees, thigh bones back. Top of the pelvis back, spine long, shoulder blades down your back. And you're simply going to reach your right elbow down. And as if your left elbow wants to tap your right thigh bone, your left to the left, right to the right. Do you want to really get into your shoulders here a bit? Like a pull down, which is what it is. But you're also getting into your hips, knees. Notice the breath, exhale and exhale and exhale and exhale. Okay, take a couple more. Okay, now you're going to come onto your tiptoes. Keep your left arm long. And for 8, you're going to pull down 8, 7, just on the right, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Come all the way up. Take a break. Take a breath. All the way back up. Back into the plie, thigh bones back, onto your tiptoes. If you like, this is going to release your hips. And you're going to take 8 on the left, just with your left elbow, as if your left elbow wants to reach toward the left thigh or waist, right? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Oh, yeah. Shake that baby out. Shake it out. Good. I want to get right into our rotator cuff and our upper back. So you're going to take the band behind your upper waist. And this time, I'm going to have you come like into a first position. Yeah. So your heels are toward each other. Toes are up. And you're going to come up into your tiptoes. So that's the feet. Got that? Yeah. And you're going to open it up and come back. So my palms are up, open and back. As I open, I come onto my tiptoes. Inhale, open-hearted. Okay, inhale and exhale. Open, exhale, and open. Good. Good. Squeeze the rotator cuff, your upper back, the center of your back, actually. It's a series of muscles back there. Make sure you have your resistance here, however you like it. Right. Find your edge. And 8, 7, 6, 5, good, 4, 3, 2, last one. Ah, yeah. All right, we're not going to take much of a break here because we're going to come all the way. Just find a little bend in your knees, maybe staying on your tiptoes if you can. And you're simply going to extend out and elbows back and out and back and out. Yeah. Out, back. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4. I'm going to go lower. 3, 2. Last one. Let's take 8 little ones. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And release. And you can release the band, but keep it nearby. And just shake it out. Come back to your breath if you have lost your breath. Maybe some arm circles. Yeah. Cleansing breath. It's a lot of power we do here. All right, so now we're going to take one flow. So come to the front of your mat and come deep into your Utkatasana. Now, as you come here, you're sitting back. I want you to take your palms of your hands to your outer knees. And you're going to squeeze your knees in, but your whole leg widens out, not just the knee. So you'll feel it in your outer hips. So just take a few breaths here. It's very mindful. It's as if your feet wants to widen out. It's mindful, it's muscular energy, and it doesn't look like a lot from the outside, but you're strengthening your knees on the inside. So I want you to just take a few more breaths here. Maybe smile. And then all the way up, inhale. Exhale and fold forward. Oh, yeah. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale and step back to plank. Good. Your knees are either up or down, but your shoulder blades are hugged together and your belly's engaged. Nice, strong upper body. Good. Then you're going to lower. Make your way into a cobra or an up dog. Oh, yeah. Reach your heart forward. And right into down dog. And walk your dog. And notice your breath. Yeah. And then you're going to walk your feet back to your hands or your hands to your feet, getting a big, deep forward fold, long legs right into the hamstrings and your low back. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Inhale and circle your arms all the way up once again. And bring your palms together to your heart center and grab your band. Good. This time we're going to start again with our bands over our head and our feet parallel. Shoulder blades are down your back. I don't want to see any shrugged shoulders, right? Good. Now, if you widen the band, you'll find the scapula behind you are hugging together. Your angel wings are hugging together. And I want you simply to reach to the right. Come back to center. And just deep to the left. Sideways and back to center. And to the right. And back to center. And to the left. And back to center. And to the right. And to the left. You can actually feel your spine lengthening. I do. Yeah. We want to be one of those that says, you can still do that. And we're going to say, oh, yes, we can. Okay. Let's do 8 more. 8, and 7, and keep that resistance, 6, and 5, and good, 4, and 3, and 2. Yeah, nice and rhythmic and mindful, not too fast. Last one, and squeeze. Oh yeah, and release, just release. Yeah. Take your band behind your back with your palms facing behind you, getting a nice width here. Open your heart like you're scooping your heart forward from the bottom of the shoulder blades. Get a nice back bend. And let's just come halfway forward, getting a nice extension in your spine, softness in your knees, nice stretch in your back. Good. Because we're going to do it all again. Ready? Band over your head. Good. There's already resistance. And you're simply, this time you're going to just sit back and pull your right elbow and then your left elbow, right? And then your right elbow and your left elbow. So you're sitting back, your shins are coming forward. You're going to keep a nice long spine, right? Top of the pelvis, tip it back. Make sure you feel that little, you don't feel any pinch in your low back. Good. Good. All right. Now we're just going to do 8 on the right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Back to center. Last now on the left. 8, 7, 6. I know the left side always gets the short shirt. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Oh yeah. Shake, shake, shake it out. You're gonna still need your band. We'll get a couple shakes out. Even just kind of swinging your arms. Make sure there's no tension there. Good. Oh, I feel strong already. All right. Now you can take the band around your back. Palms up. And we're going to come into first position, I believe, right? And you're going to come onto your tiptoes once again. And open and close. And open. So good for your shoulder girdle. So if you have shoulder issues, this is really a good one. Coming onto your tiptoes, you can feel it not only in your feet, your shins, your Achilles tendon, right? That's really tough. Good. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, right? Now you're going to soften your knees and extend. Elbows back and extend. And extend. So you're getting into your core, your glutes. And 8, 7, 6 shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold it. And all the way back. All right, we're done with our band for a little while. Shake it out. Circle your hips. I want to make sure your hips feel nice and juicy. Yeah. And now we're going to do a little flow before we get into our biceps and triceps. So make your way into Utkatasana, Fierce Warrior. Yes, you are. And you're going to twist to your right, finding your twist here. Make sure your kneecaps are parallel. Open your heart. Inhale back to center. And exhale to the left. Getting a nice twist here, setting it up, no rush. That's how we know that we're going deeper, right? Inhale back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, either take a half vinyasa or come right to dog, whatever suits you, whatever floats your boat, right? And make your way right into your dog. Nice, strong upper body, core. We even worked our hips, our hammies. Take a little inventory, right? Then inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Oh yeah. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Now you walk your hands back, stepping your left foot back to get a nice long step, making sure your right knee is not past your right ankle, right? Arms long, outer arm bones back, step deep into warrior one, firing up the back left inner thigh. And then you're gonna take your hands to your hips and dip slightly forward, coming onto the tiptoes of your left foot. Okay, got it? So then you're gonna step into your right foot and maybe lift your left knee up. You might wanna hold on to something. And you're gonna step back and soften that back left knee. So that's gonna get into your glute. Good, take your hands to your hips. Let's continue this way. Left knee up, step back, arms up, bend your back left knee. So take your time, take a chair. This is gonna get into our glutes, but also our sense of balance. So you have to look at something that's not moving. Good. Let's take two more. What do you say? One, you should feel a little fire in your glutes, especially the right one. Last one. That was kind of tippy. Good. And then right into warrior two. Let's just step into warrior two. Now, come onto the tiptoes of your right foot and lower your right thigh bone. And then take your right heel back to the earth. Take your rib cage over to the left. Roll your palms up, open your heart. Roll your palms down, stay deep. Inhale, and then exhale, come a little deeper. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, roll it open. Exhale, close. Good. Now take your hands to your hips. Soften both your knees. Take your bum back and make your way slowly into a triangle. So you're going to exhale into it just a little bit and inhale out of it. And then exhale a little deeper. And inhale. Exhale into it. Again, what can you do? What's stopping you? Where's your edge? Right? We're not going to limp. We're going to find our way. Right? Until you find a nice, long, deep triangle. Breathing into it. Yeah. Exhale your left hand to the earth. Step back to down dog. Oh, yeah. And then make your way into a child pose. Knees wide, big toes together. Take your hips back. I like to even shake it out, get a nice stretch here. Breathing into it. Oh, I love the way my upper body feels when I warmed it up. Good. All right, right back to the other side. Come back into down dog. Yeah. Inhale, lift your left leg up behind you. Exhale, step your left foot forward. I like to walk my hands back and then circle your arms all the way up. Yeah, got it? Stay low. Now you know where we're going. So I'm going to start by taking my hands to my hips, bringing my weight into my front left foot, and then finding my balance to lift my right knee. The two sides are really different. And then step your right foot back, Arms up and lower your back right knee as if it wants to tap the earth, but it doesn't. And you're going to continue just like that. Right knee up, back, and lower. And up, back, and lower. Right knee up, back, and lower. Good. And up, back, lower. Good. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, good job, guys. Right into warrior 2. So really set it up. Your rib cage over to the right. Deep lunge, left thigh bone back. Come onto the tiptoes of your left foot and lower your left thigh bone. And then into warrior 2. And just reach your ribs right and left. Breathing into it until you're deep in your warrior 2. Long spine. Ah, yes, yes, you can. Then take your hands to your hips. Soften both your knees, taking your bum back. And you're going to dip a little bit at a time into triangle pose. Taking the left waist forward, lifting it up. Exhale into it. Inhale slightly out. Exhale into it until you just adjust things a little at a time. Good. Until you find yourself right in your triangle pose. Lean back, lengthen your legs long. Step into your feet, groundedness. And open up to your biggest edge, into the yes. Breathing into the yes. Then come all the way back up. Pivot your feet parallel. Now, I want you to grab your band here with your feet parallel. And you're going to take your band in front of you. Good. And you're going to tip forward halfway. Now, your knees are soft. Your outer edges of your feet are grounded. And you're going to reach your right arm up, just a twist, so your left hand comes towards the earth. Come back through center and twist to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, I don't know what that is. Inhale and exhale. Good, we're just going to take one more on each side. Oh, yeah. Start getting into their core a little bit more intensely. Release your band, keep it nearby. And then you're going to heel toe your feet a little closer until you make your way into your yoga squat. Everybody's yoga squat is going to be a little different. You find yours. Ah, yes, and breathe into it. So good, so good. This is what keeps us young too. It's nice, juicy hips. Okay. All right, onto your bum. So we're going to do biceps and triceps on our bum. This is how we're going to do our tricep. You're going to take your band down the center of your mat, and then you're going to sit on it. Make sure there's plenty of length behind you. Then you're going to take the band in both your hands, right? And you're going to lift. So this is tricep. Your elbows are slightly forward, and you're going to lift. So I'm going to need a little bit more resistance. And lift. So I want you to keep a nice long spine and lift. So my legs are long in front of me. There's a softness in my knees. And you're going to just lift. And use both your arms to pull that band up. And lift. And lift. I need some more. Yeah. And lift. Getting right into your triceps, sitting up tall. And we're going to start engaging our belly with our biceps. Good. And 8, make sure you're using both hands. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Oh yeah. And release. And take the band out from under your bum and shake, shake, shake it out. Good. We're going to get right into triceps here. So you're going to take the band around the arches of your feet. So we've done this before. Your legs are long-ish. There's a nice bend in your knees. And if you want, you can tip back and engage your belly. Engage your belly as you do this. There's a little C curve in your low back. So make sure there's that C curve by just tipping the top of the pelvis back. I'm going to keep my palms up, my arms up, and I'm going to get right into my biceps. Now, if this is too much to get into your biceps this way, you can keep your elbows low and still get into your biceps, right? You find what works for you. What is your edge? Saying yes, right, to new possibilities and knowing your boundary. It's a real juggle. My feet are hip width apart. My ankles are parallel. I'm getting into my biceps, my belly. I'm not on my sit bones. I'm behind them, right? C curve in your low back. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Oh yeah. Let's release that. Keep your band nearby, but you're going to come to a seat sitting up tall and just fold forward, getting a nice stretch in your low back. When you engage your belly like that, it strengthens your back. So get a nice stretch here. And imagine your low back. Imagine you're breathing into it. Oh yeah. We're going to do that. Okay. All right, we're going to do one more thing here, and then we're going to start back with biceps and triceps. So you're going to take your band, and you're going to round your back, coming all the way to lying on your back. And you're going to take your band around the arches of your feet. Look up at your feet. They're parallel. Your legs are parallel, right? That's what we want. And we're going to get into our chest here. Now, option 1 is simply to pull right into the pecs. You can also do a bit of a fly right into a chest fly. And if you want to engage your belly, you can lift your chest, your shoulders, but the top of the pelvis is back. So you can reach your chest towards your thigh bones and opening up your core and getting into your chest, your pecs, right? So find your pattern. Make sure you're not straining your neck. This is all the core is lifting you up. Because if you keep your head on the earth, you'll still get into your chest, right? And 8, 7, 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, last 1. And release. Oh yeah. So we're going to do that whole pattern again. But I want you to draw your knees to your chest. And just take a few circles here. Yep. And then roll back and forth, back and forth. It's a nice massage for your back. Yeah. And then come all the way up to seated. And you're going to take your band once again down the center of your mat. And keep wanting to order new ones. And then you're going to sit on your band, remember? You're going to grab your band, which you're nice and seated. And you're gonna take the band in your hands. We're gonna do triceps once again to make sure it's resisting your triceps, both hands. Now, I'm gonna tip the top of my pelvis back. You see how it gets right into that C curve in your low back and gets into your core. And then you can reach up. And you can just stay back in your core. So this is our second time here. You might feel a little bit tired already. So you might need a break. You might not. Just reach and get into your triceps. Yeah. That thin muscle that you want to get toned up. Good. Exhale. Exhale. And exhale. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. I'm going to take an extra one and all the way back up. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now you're going to cross your left shin in front of your right, sitting up tall. And fold forward, giving a nice stretch. Right. Right into our core, and back. And breathe into it. Inhale all the way back up. And now we're going to get into our biceps again. So this is going to be our last one. So you're going to take the band, cross the arches of your feet, top of the pelvis back. So when you sit up tall, you're on your sit bones. Just rock right and left and notice you can feel those bones under your center of your bum. But when you tip the top of the pelvis back and roll slightly back, you're behind them. And that really fires up your belly. Bicep options, elbows high. That's one bicep option. Or elbows back, just like we did the 2 options before. So find your option, setting it up, belly engaged, and squeeze your bicep. Right, if your elbows are up, keep them up. If you need a break, take a break. Good. And breathe it, and exhale, and exhale. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Oh yeah. Now roll your knees toward your chest, round your back. You want to keep your band nearby, get a nice stretch. Get a big breath, core work, biceps, triceps. All right, last time on our chest, right? So you're going to come all the way down onto your back. Ah, so good. And you're going to take the band around the arches of your feet, extending your legs nice and long. Your feet are parallel, your knees are parallel. Your feet are not together. Make sure they're parallel. Good. And you simply lift your chest if you like, taking the top of the pelvis back. And I'm going to pull my elbows down beside my waist and back up. Yeah. And I'm going to be conscious of using my core muscles and my pecs, right? And my breath, of course. So much work we do, but it pays off in spades, right? Good. I'm going to keep my shoulders up and do 8 more just for my pecs. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Oh yeah, and release. Shake your head no. But now shake your head yes. Yeah. Actually, when you shake your head yes, you're getting a nice stretch in your neck spine. Yep. Draw your right hand towards your chest, give yourself a hug. Roll your right ankle. You can even extend your left leg nice and long, getting yourself a nice stretch. Good. Oh, so good. Extend your right leg nice and long up toward the sky, keeping your heel reaching forward, but you're drawing your hands towards you and pressing your thigh bone down to the back of your hip. And then extend both legs long, 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 long. Yeah. And slowly, slowly release your right leg, slowly to your. Take a breath to notice how your right leg is longer than your left. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Then take your left hand towards your chest. You might need to bend your right knee, that's fine. But your left knee is in, and you're going to roll your left ankle. Extend your left leg nice and long. You can extend your right leg long if it's available. Pressing your thigh bone forward. Now, if you cannot extend your right leg, that's absolutely fine. But if you think you can't, because that's what you think, give it a go. Just try. And then reach your left thigh bone forward as you hold it towards you and down towards the back of your hip, extending both legs long. Oh, yeah. Breathing into it. Oh, yeah. Letting the Shakti out. Take an inhale. And then exhale slowly, slowly, releasing your left leg slowly, slowly, slowly to the earth. Now, you're going to roll onto your belly, taking your arms out to T. I'm going to show you on my left side first. And we're going to get a big stretch in your left arm, your left chest and shoulder, simply by rolling onto the left side of your body. Now, all of us are going to have different ranges, getting your full stretch. You might be able to take your right toes behind you, your right fingertips in front of you, and get your big stretch. So find your edge. Say yes, and breathe into it. Keep your head lifted. Do not dump your head towards the earth. Get a nice stretch here, breathing into it. Into your left shoulder, your upper back, even into your chest. And back to center. And of course, we have to do the other side. So you're going to take your right arm out to the right and roll to your right side. Everyone's going to go a different depth. You can take your left toes behind you, your left fingertips in front of you. My head stays lifted. The idea is to get a big stretch in my right shoulder. And you're going to breathe into it. Just stay here and breathe. Good. So you're going to have to go onto your belly to release your arm that's behind you and then come back to lying on your back. Oh, yeah. Now draw both knees into your chest. Take your arms to T. Oh, look how long this extension is. Keep your shoulder blades hugged together. Drop your knees to the right, your imaginary gaze to the left. And just take some ujjayi, those big, deep yoga breaths. Here, releasing any tension you might feel in your body, connecting to that hum within. And then in through center. Oh yeah, drop your knees to the left. Get a nice twist here, looking to the right. Yeah. Hearing, feeling your body say thank you. Good. And make your way all the way back to center.
Take your arms, palms up beside you, lift and kind of release your hips. Take a big inhale through your nose. Exhale slowly through your mouth as you extend your legs long and wide of your mat. And allow yourself to take rest. Start rolling your wrists and your ankles. Inhale, extend your arms up over your head. Exhale through your mouth. Draw your knees to your chest and roll to your right side. And just be there for a moment. And then make your way to a seat on your mat. Bring your palms together to your heart center. Set your intention to notice the limits we give on ourselves, we give to ourselves, or others give to us. And think outside the box, right? It's very powerful. The light in me honors that light in you. Namaste. Mwah. Love you guys. Let me just turn off the recording.
Turn off the recording.